Hey, Easter is hopping right onto our calendar this Sunday. So what are we eating?
A menu that pleases everyone but doesn't keep you in the kitchen all day. Working away would be pretty great, right? Well, our friends at Family Fare have whipped up some perfect options.
Well, a tradition in our family is to go out for Easter brunch, but we realized after we get there that maybe it wasn't quite a great idea. You got kids running around, you can't find enough spots for everybody, so maybe this year we're gonna take the suggestion of our friends at Family Fare and we're gonna go ahead and incorporate our son into the kitchen and help us make brunch at home. Deanna, you're gonna be the perfect one to lead us through this. She's a registered dietitian with Family Fare. Thanks so much for having us in your wonderful test kitchen.
Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
I love the idea of getting the kids in the kitchen to help with Easter brunch if you want them to.
Exactly. And you know, when you get kids in the kitchen, they're more like willing to try new foods and get more involved. They're going to get more excited about Easter brunch. And who doesn't love Easter brunch? Like breakfast and lunch together, like the best two combinations.
Absolutely. And the colors that you've worked into this, like you said, will really get the family excited about what they're eating, and to watch it all come to life is a great thing too. So let's go ahead and start on your end and work our way this way.
So here I have a deviled eggs bar. So a little bit of fun for adults. Maybe you can pair some mimosas with it, and then also fun for kids to get involved too, because they can dye the eggs and they can even dye the deviled eggs part mixture as well. And so what I did to dye this is I actually mixed this with canned beetroots.
Oh, perfect.
To kind of bring out that pink flavor from the canned beet. So there's no food coloring out of this. This is all like natural dye from the food. So I just squeeze it on here using a bag instead of using like all that special equipment or like trying to use a spoon. It gets really messy, you know what I mean? So I just squeeze that onto the hard-boiled eggs. And then for the green eggs, I added some avocado instead of mayo. So instead of doing like mayo, some Dijon mustard, salt, pepper. I swapped the mayo for avocado instead.
A bit of a healthier option. Okay, so the trick to boiling an egg, I need to know this. I love boiled eggs, but I'm that person, I get them and I'm like, what
and then you
just
spend hours
to them?
peeling them. Yes. So for hard-boiled eggs, my secret trick is to cold shock them. So you put the water onto boiling, like boiling water, and then you let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you have another bowl of water that has ice in it, and then right when it's been 10 minutes is up, you move the eggs and you cold shock them in that water.
Ah, that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do it this time.
Much easier to peel.
Those are so pretty, and by the way, I could sit and eat those all day long. So beyond brunch.
Yes, and you can have like different toppings that you can do, so this can get kids like a little bit more involved to like choose different toppings, and also tailor to different food preferences and like dietary needs.
That's a really great idea.
I have like a couple bacon, you can sprinkle that on top, some like smoked salmon, you can put that on top as well. Really get fun with this, like a jalapeno, a radish kind of stuck in there, so really make it a little bit more.
And you might even get the kids to sample one of the beets while they're at it too, trying that new food. That's a great thing.
Slipping that in there.
Okay, and this, you're speaking my language with the crepes. I lived in a town that actually had a restaurant that served nothing but crepes, and some people are surprised to find out you can get them savory or sweet. So.
Exactly, and you always need to pair some savory with sweet, right? So these I have, this is a sweet crepe, and so I have chocolate hummus. Traditionally, we use like Nutella, but I did some chocolate hummus to kind of elevate the nutrition, add some more protein in there for the kids, and then sliced strawberries, and then some pretzels on top.
Ah, that crunchy and the soft.
Yes. And if I can just show you here how I rolled it up.
Now, making a crepe, is that tricky?
You know what, it's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Okay.
I gave it a try, and you know what, I actually got it the first time.
Oh, wow.
I know, so if I can do it, you guys can do it too. It's basically just flour and water and a little bit of butter, and then it's basically like a pancake, but thinner.
But thinner, okay.
And so here I have the ingredients, and I'm just gonna roll it up like this, and then make it stick. I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon on top. Oops.
And this, again, one thing that the kids can get involved with. Maybe you slice up the strawberries already for them or anything like that, but there's really no wrong or right way to do this one. And all these ingredients, of course, are like Family Fare. Love it.
Yes.
Yummy.
So good. And for the savory one, you can, because I know you said you like savory.
Yeah.
Or do you do savory or sweet?
I don't discriminate against the
Okay,
crepe.
yeah, good answer. So for the savory, I would do like a little bit of goat cheese, maybe some ham and some spinach as well, and wrap that up as two.
So many great ideas. I love it. And I need to point out too, as far as table decorations, all this stuff you can get at Family Fare.
Yes,
Love a fresh
yes.
bouquet. Okay, this one down here, just get me a fork because I'm diving in. What do we have? The frittata?
Yeah, so here we have a frittata, and what I did is I sauteed the vegetables ahead of time. So I did Brussels sprouts, some bell peppers, and then in a separate bowl I mixed in about 10 eggs, a little bit of milk, whisked that together, put that in the same pan, and then popped in the oven for about 15 minutes at 350.
And how do you know when that's done? Do you kind of stick a fork in it, or is it what?
Yeah, so you want to make sure that around the edges it's a little golden brown, and then if you give it a nice good shake, if it still wiggles, that's not done.
Okay.
So when you shake it a little bit, then you know that the eggs have hardened and cooked through.
I love this. And this is one of those things you can make half of veggies, half not veggies, or whatever. Add the sausage, not the sausage, all that good stuff.
You can
too.
really like tailor it to so many dietary preferences and like kids, and you know, slipping in some vegetables like that, the kids won't even notice it.
Absolutely.
So that's a good way to get it. And I also paired it with some sweet potato hash browns as well.
Yummy. All right. You know the great thing too, we are busy, busy people. They have made it so you can get something through Fastlane where you can have your groceries ready for you. Swoop on in. Swoop on out. Even the flowers.
Yes, and all of these ingredients are available in our stores and through Fastlane, so you need to hop on over to our stores, no pun intended.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
All right. Make a wonderful, happy, hoppy Easter brunch with your friends' help at Family Fare.
Such great ideas. I love the eggs. Hey, once again, you can find all of those recipes and more at shopfamilyfare.com.